This is Dave Sedlin, the president of Elite Fulfillment Solutions, headquartered in Dallas, Texas. Dave, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
Just start off, love to hear a brief little kind of overview about, what EFS does.
Sure. Well, we're a traditional pick, pack, and storage solution. Some people call it third-party logistics.
So a lot of the, as you say on your website, the logistical work to free up, the day-to-day activities that would normally bog a lot of your clients down.
So the way we look at it is everybody has core competencies, and you've gone out and invented the latest, greatest widget. You're really good at inventing that widget and producing that widget. What you're probably not good at is shipping an order, to Joe Blow in Topeka, Kansas. So let us do what we're really good at. You do what you're really good at, and there's efficiencies across the board.
Yeah, so you have obviously a much larger warehouse, 30,000 square feet, and it sounds like much more advanced, technically in its capabilities.
Correct.
Was it, one kind of jump to the upgrade to the new facility, or throughout the course of that time, did you kind of scale up, in terms of your capacity?
Now we went from 1,800 to 24,000 pretty much very quickly.
Okay.
And then subsequently we've added another 6,000, and probably in the next 2 weeks, looks like we're going to add another 15,000.
But you did, obviously, it sounds like you've kept the same long-term, real core client that you kind of were hip to hip with in the beginning.
They've grown from about 4,000 units the first year to, in calendar year 2017, they did 105,000 units with us. And,
wow.
And we just closed out January. In January alone, they did 33,000 units in January. They're doing really well.
Yeah.
We're really, really proud of them. So
I bet. I mean, it's interesting to hear kind of how it started a little bit, and I'm wondering, kind of looking to the future, maybe the next 12 years. It's kind of 2030. I'm wondering, how do you think your industry looks? How will your business have to be different? In what ways?
Well, for starters, I'd better be evaluating it from a beach in the Caribbean. I'd better be retired by then.
Yeah.
So it's a great space to be in right now, and I think it's going to grow exponentially in the next decade. It still remains to be seen if you can market yourself or not. But as long as those types of businesses are out there and growing, the need for a third-party company to handle the storage and the pick, pack, and the ship and all the logistics, that's just going to grow with it. And so I think there'll be, that opportunity. Now, even on my end, the low end, there'll be a lot more automation. There'll be much more automated scanning and order processing and whatnot. But I think those will be the two ends of the spectrum.
Very interesting. But you do certainly intend to use, although the other end of the spectrum, the Amazons of the world will probably look to incorporate automation everywhere they go. You do obviously intend to automate some degree of your current processes?
Sure, we already have. I mean, we made a very significant investment in warehouse management software a few years ago that really changed the scope for us back when I started with the company. Also cuts down on our errors on when we pick an order. We now have scanner technology, and so we can scan the pick sheet and then scan the item. And if we pick the wrong item, it beeps and says, wait a minute, this doesn't match the pick sheet. So, quality control, speed, everything is good through automation. And we're just going to keep investing in more and more of it as need be.
And definitely will be one of the big industries, it sounds like, for automation moving forward. This is kind of just a side question, something I'm really kind of curious about. Any particular, idiosyncrasies or things that you guys really like to champion about, the culture when you're onboarding somebody, just kind of about the way you do things as a team?
Yeah, so we're very customer centric. Yes, we have automation, but all of our clients are assigned an account manager. So that account manager gets to know their business inside and out. They know, for instance, we have a client that is a outdoor clothing swimwear type manufacturer. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that there's a seasonality there, that it's going to they're going to peak in from about April through September, October. But we also know the business real well, that they run regular sales, and we know that they're going to have a sale come Christmas time, and we know they have a summer and January sale as well. And so our customer service people know the business. They know what to prepare for. They know when they walk in on a Monday morning because there was a sale running over the weekend that they're going to have 600 orders. And so they tell our staffing people to make sure we have appropriate staff to get these orders out on time, because the client doesn't want to hear, it took me 4 days to get your order out because I didn't have enough staff. That's not their responsibility. That's mine.